Indy, thank you for the follower. I tried going long on ES, that was dumb. Dang it, you hate to hear it. I seem to be having some technical difficulties. So I don't know if I can really trade today. We're gonna try though. As you can see, my charts are not moving. That is because my NinjaTrader will not connect to my propfirms or anything. It's being really dumb. So I might have to. I don't even know. I have Tradeovate open so that I can like make some trades. Hopefully, in the meantime. Not the best trade. You're like $100 out. I could have gotten more. I just did like my typical retest off like the lows, but definitely a lot of sellers coming out. I should have held that a little longer. Yeah, that was, beautiful trade. This really sucks. I've already tried like restarting NinjaTrader a couple times. I might have to like restart my PC maybe, but like, I don't know if that'd really make a difference. Definitely could though. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do to fix it. Oh wait, is this? Oh no, this is like delayed data, I think. Right? Something with it's wrong. No, because my... Well, maybe. Holy buyers. Yeah, I think it's still a little bit delayed because my other like trader rate's showing like 780s right now being pushed. But this is still here at like 747. Let's see. We could shop because of all the movement overnight. But also we could reverse this and make a move back up. Hypothetically speaking. The problem is I don't know like what to do about my thing. Let's see. Yeah, it's never done this before. Just let me connect, dang it. Come on. Alright, I got it so my YouTube can see my trade of 8. I just need to figure that out for this. Potentially. Properties. Yeah, definitely a bit of a bipolar market though. A little push down, a little push up. Definitely does look like your typical, liquidity sweep. And then you take out the highs, maybe get some sort of, reversal. We could just shop if we don't make the move up here off of some sort of pullback. We got a little pullback with this kind of bear bull flag setup. We didn't quite get down to the EMA, so that's why I did not take that. But it's working out nicely. Making our way up to VWAP now. Alright, there we go. There's my trade of 8. That's good enough for now. I still don't know if I'll be able to trade any of my practice accounts or anything. Because I don't think you have any demo accounts on Trade of 8, or I just haven't set them up yet. I might be able to make some, but currently do not have that set up. I don't mind Trade of 8 though. It's pretty smooth. It's pretty nice. I think I still prefer NinjaTrader because it has a little bit more options. But yeah, I definitely don't mind just the simplicity of Trade of 8. And I think the charting's a little better sometimes. Just being able to move it around like this pretty easily. And price seems to update a lot faster too. That's one thing I noticed about NinjaTrader is the candles and the price. It's just not as smooth when it updates. Whereas Quantower and Tradeovate kind of update a little bit more like smoothly and quickly. I don't know if that like makes a difference in like how you trade, but low key I think I did trade better when I traded with Quantower. Just like coincidentally, I haven't gotten as many payouts since I've been trading NinjaTrader, even though it does have like some nice options that I've been using with like the indicators and all those things. Still making our way up. Looks like this could be the top of the 15-minute range. I almost didn't even notice it because I don't have my indicators. I always wondered about Quantower. I liked it. That's what I used when I traded Apex before because they have like the free copy trader. Oh, Dylan's short. Good luck to you, sir. I might be going long here, depending on how this next candle closes. And if we get a retest off 45. Top of the 15-minute opening range, but we'll see. Looks like the breakout strategy's kind of working. Oh shoot, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, ignore that. Technical difficulties. I also don't have my ATM strategy set up on here, so that's another thing that's difficult. So I might just be kind of playing it by ear a little bit. Not actually, but I might just kind of keep my market close on hand and just watch price to see if it hits what I'm looking for or not. Another kind of janky day of trading. Yesterday we had issues with the indicator of the chart trader, which was kind of annoying, and now we just have issues with all of NinjaTrader. So this is great. It's fantastic. We are sitting also kind of on VWAP, which is not my favorite. But it looks like we're kind of going through it, so it might not be that big of a deal. Take that off for now. Buyer's still moving up. But no, yeah, Quantower. Yeah, that was dumb, lol. I wouldn't say it's dumb. I mean, I'm sure you had your reasons, but you just got unlucky with the freaking buyers right now. Going crazy. But yeah, Quantower is nice when I traded with them. That's what I traded with when I had all the Apex payouts. So part of me thinks like maybe I should go back to them because like I don't know if it's just like, you know, the lucky sock kind of thing, where it's like I just happen to trade better with them, or I don't know if it's actually just like better. But that's just kind of how it worked out, my experience. But I like the charts. I mean, it's kind of like Tradeovate, but it's almost even more simple, but also has like some more options. Like I haven't really had too many complaints with them. And that also has some things that remind me of like Trading View a little bit, which I know a lot of people like, even though it's not the best for like futures and stuff. And it's like mostly free. There is some paid options, but most of it's free. Even like the copy trader's free, so. The only problem with Quantile is you can't connect Trade accounts. You can only connect like Rhythmic and other stuff. Unless they've like updated that, but I don't think they have. I'm sure eventually they will, but right now they do not have that option. I could still go for this retest here if it comes down all the way. I also have no idea what the ATR is because I don't have any indicators. We might try that. There's some sort of EMA here. I'm not sure which one this is. It's a TMA 14. Dark mathing for the follow. Yeah, no, we're just kind of a little bit in the dark here. But this could be... I do like how easy it is to put on like orders. Like buy and sell orders just like by clicking. Way easier than NinjaTrader. Even with my handy dandy chart trader that I have. But if we close this candle, I'm definitely going to think about taking this at 890 if we break that. Or maybe we take it here. Assuming we get the break. There's a little break. Oh yeah, that's great. I might just hold it for a second. Yeah, we'll take that. There's 430. Normally I've got my take profit there for 250, but it was kind of going, so I just kind of held it for a second. Nice little $430 win. Make sure my other order's not anywhere else, because that'd be not good. Positions, orders. I think we're all good. Bacon. I guess you could call this bacon, maybe. Nice bull flag. Dang, that was like 20 points though. That means we must have a pretty high ATR because that doesn't look like 20 points. But yeah, great breakout there. I'm probably done trading on this account low key. I don't know how much profit I got today. How do I see that? Open P&L, total P&L. Oh, I'm up like 518 on the day. So yeah, we'll probably be done. I keep like moving this around, but I need to not do that. Yeah, I don't know if you were here when I started telling you guys about my my issues, but NinjaTrader for some reason will not connect to like funding ticks or anything. So I'm on Tradeovate right now. And I don't have any of my normal stuff set up. Like no ATM strategies or any of that. So shooting in the dark a little bit, but got $100 down here and 430 right here. So yeah, again, this is like default, I think. It's like default trade of 8. Oh, but you're saying that EMAs are off in general. I thought you were saying they're like the wrong numbers or whatever. But yeah, again, I haven't changed any like settings for indicators, moving averages. But you're saying even if I change them to like 21 or 9, they won't be accurate. That's good to know. I'm not vibing with train today. It's mad cold in my house. That's valid. That's valid. Today actually has been pretty good for me, just with like the retest and then bull flag that worked out nicely. So can't complain, but probably at least on this account. And unfortunately, I don't know if I have any. I don't know how to trade like demo accounts on Trade of 8. If you know how, let me know. But all I can see is my other evals or like funded accounts. Add trading account. I'll do this on a separate window if I can. I will say I do like how Trade of 8 is like on Google Chrome. So it's like super easy to access. And like it doesn't bog down my computer at all. Not that NinjaTrader does. Just because like it's pretty light. But it's still just another application running when you have a bunch of other ones running. It definitely adds up when you're like streaming. But Trade of 8, it's just on Google Chrome and it's pretty easy, pretty nice. And like you can access it from like any computer and it's you don't have to download anything. Anyways. But that is unfortunate that the EMAs and the RSI are off. Actually, I think some of the first trades that I ever took in my day trading journey was on Trade of 8 on like the 7-day free trial. And I was using the RSI on Trade of 8. And it was like RSI divergence strategy or whatever. So as soon as like price was like different than the RSI as far as like the dips and the like the hills and the valleys or whatever you want to call it, the dips and the ups. Anyways, I'd like buy or sell and just like get a couple $100 and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Made the dopamine go high. That's where I started with trading. Took the under 30 RSI buy, then scaled into that trade using the 15 EMA strat for 1 minute RSI TP. Dang. Sounds like a good trade. I mean, if you're buying, you're chilling right now. So far, we've had very little pullbacks besides the beautiful bull flag that we took. Oh yeah, especially if you got in like down here somewhere. I mean, you're up like 100 points within like 5 minutes. I mean, I was up like 20 points on this trade in like 1 minute. Or actually less, it was like 30 seconds. It was a quick one. Could have held a little longer too. But that's not my typical strategy. I just don't have like a stop loss ATM strategy set. Oh, here's another little flag. Kinda. Okay, I can draw lines. That's the more you know. I'm learning. Trades like that make me feel yucky. That's so funny. Because a trade like that for me would be like, oh yeah, this is motivating, or just like Obviously, I know what I'm doing. I can make money. This is comforting in a way. But yucky. Interesting. But I do kind of get it, just with like how money, like it takes away the value of money a little bit. And obviously you don't like trading. That's a me specific thing. Yeah, yeah. Boo, trading. Yeah, trading can be yucky with a smiling face. Got Brennan using the 15 EMA strat though. That's nice. That's nice. If we get a big pullback here, it could be the play to continue the longs here. Again, I just need to figure out. Hold up. Figure out if I can like. Trade evade. Yeah, I got Ultimate Brad as well. This is fantastic. On pivot trading though, it isn't yucky. It's just interesting. Fair enough. That's what they get you. Is it starts off interesting. You're like, oh yeah, I like this. This is interesting. And then you get addicted. 15 EMA got me in like 20 points ago. Nice, nice. Amazing, subjective, yucky. There you go, there you go. Let's see if I can get some sort of demo account up and going. Shop has a demo account. Think of swim. That is true. I think, yeah. I'm familiar with that. But I'm trying to get like for futures anyways, because I could try and log into Thinkorswim and dabble with that. But I do want to practice like just on NQ or ES. The futures? Oh, I didn't know that. That is definitely not as popular for futures. Okay, okay. I might have to look into that just as an option. But currently, I feel like it should be easier just to set up like an extra little demo account on Trade just to execute some trades without losing money. Because NinjaTrader is really easy. You can just like go to your accounts and then you can add one, remove one. Yeah, you can right click and click add simulation account. Kind of nice. I mean, if you're paying for it already, then yeah. I'm not paying anything and Thingiverse is free. Okay, free. I definitely would always recommend the freest options as well. I'm not technically trading for Trade but because I have like the funding ticks accounts that are through Trade obviously like I can use it and it's basically free after paying for the prop firm, obviously. Yeah, maybe you can't do like a demo account when you're on a prop firm account. Hypothetically speaking. Long bias. It definitely looks like it wants to keep that up. Keep up the uptrend here. User, thank you for the follow. Dang, crazy green candle, red candle here. I know it looks like it wants to go all the way back up, basically. I'm excited for GTA 6. I don't waste all my time. The game actually does look pretty nice. Never bought a console. How I made it past Xbox 360. Dang. I mean, we never. We had the PS3 and then we did get the 4, but we never got like the 5 or anything. And then I just got like. I built my own PC and that's what I've been using for some games and stuff, but. Apparently, GTA 6 isn't even like confirmed to be on PC yet, so I don't even know if I'll be able to get it. Unless I get like a PS5 or something, maybe like the Xbox, whatever that is. Yeah, and it got pushed back. Isn't it like next November? It's like a year away still. Freaking wild. I mean, good on them for not releasing a game that's unfinished, like every other person does, like Call of Duty. But still, you'd think that they would, I don't know, have it mostly done by now. Fortnite made me want to buy an Xbox One. Fortnite was a fun game, or still is. It's not as good as it was in its prime, you could say, but every now and then I'll hop on with some of my buddies. Some of them live a couple states away, so it's like the only way we can like kind of hang out. Just play some Fortnite, squad up. It's pretty fun. I got no clue. I just got the Munyon for the console game. I'm guessing that's money. Not gonna lie, no way a game takes 13 years to develop. See, that's what I was saying, or that's what I was thinking as well. But I did see some post talking about like the budget for the game. Let me see if I can Google it. GTA 6. Yes, apparently it's rumored that the budget for the game was like $2 billion. I think, let's see. Yeah, the budget for the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, was $1.5 billion. So I don't know, like, how. I forgot what I was gonna say, but like, hang on, totally had a brain fart. Yeah, the Blue Avatar movie did take a long time. But at $2 billion, you should be able to do a lot. That is a movie, but I think it's like a similar concept, just of like the time it took to do. But also, you could argue it's just because they didn't actually confirm and want to make a second movie. Like they just never got into it until later. I'm sure it still took a little bit of time. But AI Overview is saying the estimated budget for GTA 6 is 1 to 2 billion, rumored, and development is 7 years of active development. It's not quite 13, but still a lot. But also, the Burj Khalifa apparently took 6 years to build. So basically, they're comparing GTA 6, which has a similar budget to the Burj Khalifa, which is the tallest building in the world. And it's taking, so far, we're a year over the construction time for the Burj Khalifa. Like, it was quicker to build the Burj Khalifa than this game. And probably cheaper too, which is crazy. What's the best time frame to trade off, in your opinion? I don't know if I can say what the best is, because I might not know, but I trade the 1 minute mostly. So, with that in mind, I would say the 1 minute, but that doesn't mean it is the best. That's just the best, or the one that I trade the most frequently, if that makes sense. But yeah, a little crazy they don't have like a set release date, because it went from like May of this year to November, and like they've pushed it back like at least twice now. But yeah, with infinite budget, you definitely should be able to kind of keep things rolling pretty quickly. Yo, selling? Uh, Not yet, but maybe. We did take out this low here and could be shaping up for a move back down. But also, the long bias is definitely stronger in my opinion. Guess we're gonna get GTA 7 in 5 years. Yeah, seriously. At this point, I mean, what all the jokes, right? GTA 7 is gonna come out before GTA 6, something like that. Oops, missed the buy. It's a nice buy. Not gonna lie. Too busy arguing on TikTok. Yeah, that'll get you for sure. Hydrangea Mark 2. Dang, that's the worst. Yeah, we're holding up that 5-minute EMA very well, and VWAP. There was a time I was apprehensive about trading because I just don't like it. That's fair. Because it's yucky. Bitcoin reached 94K? Really? I feel like I looked like yesterday or the day before and it was like 104K. Yeah, boo. Yucky trading. Boo. Dang, guess it's time to sell all my crypto. I'm just kidding. Also, I'm seeing that it's at 96,000. Not that that's like a big difference, but that is what my chart is showing me. But still pretty low. Still down like 6% in the last 24 hours, which is kind of nuts. Down almost 5% in the last week. Should we chop in the rest of the day low key? Yeah, possibly high key. See though. Definitely looks like it's setting up that kind of the typical kind of chop that we get after a nice move like this. Because there was potential for this to kind of reverse down off just like the kind of market structure here. But because we didn't and we kind of went back up into here at the highs, it's definitely screaming chop to me. Unless we do like break the highs with this bull flag or something, but I mean it's technically bull flag with the move up with like this and then the candle set up here. But then because we're not at like the highs, we haven't really established that we're continuing the uptrend, so probably wouldn't take it normally. Bro, play some Skyrim, you up. I'm trying to watch. I still don't have Skyrim. I never... Because remember we talked about it, I was playing like some Battlefield. I remember that conversation. I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of tempting. But I never got it. Because I was thinking like, okay, Skyrim or maybe the Oblivion remaster. Because I do want to kind of play one of those games to get into it. It's a lot less stressful than like online multiplayer games. I'm actually checking right now on Steam. It looks like there's a couple different versions. The special edition is $40. But I don't know if I need the special edition, or I don't know if there's a normal edition, but the special edition might be the only version on Steam that I can buy, possibly. And it looks like $40. $90. I don't know where you're seeing 90 unless you're buying like the special or some sort of collection. There is like an anniversary edition which has like some upgrade, but that's only like $50. So there is a bundle with Fallout 4 for $90. But yeah, only 40, so not like a ton, but still like I really want to spend $40 to just to play. I mean, to be fair, if I did play a lot of Skyrim, it would definitely be worth it. Oh, that's a good joke. I didn't even remember that. He does charge everything, or charge $90 for everything. That was a good one. Oh yeah, he totally got you. That was good. Looks like Oblivion is $50. So not bad. Definitely better than $70 like every other new game. Sometimes there's like those websites that have like the CD keys or the Steam keys, like G2A or other things. Wonder if there's any like cheaper codes there. At this point, it should be $9.99.99. Nah, I thought Rev 90 can't be up charging. Yeah, he doesn't want to scam people. Come on. I stand by the fact that all AAA games are scams. Honestly, can't disagree with that. Except Minecraft. Is Minecraft considered AAA? I mean, maybe it is now. It definitely was not though when it first came out. It was made by like one person. Obviously, that's like a long time ago. That was my reaction obviously too. It's like that's AAA just because of like the fact that it was made on Java so long ago. But after you think about it, the fact that like it's on PlayStation, Xbox, iPhone, like it's got it's on every single platform. I mean, yeah, mobile, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, like there's a yeah, Bedrock Edition, Java. Like Java Edition, you could probably still argue isn't quite AAA because it's only on PC and it's made with Java. But like, yeah, what's the definition? I guess I could just look it up as well. Definition of AAA game. I mean, advanced graphics it does not have. I'm just kidding. I'm just looking at the AI overview. Oh yeah, the $21 Java edition on PC is game changer compared to mobile or even like Xbox and stuff like the Bedrock. Obviously, Bedrock is updated now and it's like the same as Java. Besides the fact that you can't like download mods for and texture packs and shaders for free, nothing will beat that. But before Bedrock, there was like the PlayStation edition, and it was always like behind Java. T1 Bedrock hater. Good, good. Oh, bye, bye, bye. Shoot. I know we're going up, but we definitely haven't quite broken the chop yet. It's looking promising though. Do have a lot of buyers right here. Yeah, I'd say Fortnite's probably AAA. I mean, it's definitely big enough to be like if it's just based off like popularity and like the size of the game. I mean, Fortnite's obviously one of the biggest games in the world. One of the most played games in the world. But then again, so is Roblox. And Roblox, I would not consider AAA. Yeah, I'd say Minecraft, I'd say it is now, just based off what it is now. But I'd say originally it definitely was not. Loki, so is Candy Crush. That's funny. I probably wouldn't consider an app a AAA game, but hey, I'm definitely not gonna like disagree right away either. Oh, 400 by the grace of God. Let's go. God is good. Got 30 points. Nice, nice. Oh, yeah, that was a nice move up. Prakash called it out. Yeah, that's true. When something's released on like Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, if that is like kind of the defining factor, then yeah, that would probably make it AAA. But yeah, definitely Oh, the Epic Games Store website has a question: what makes a AAA game a AAA game? So that means Fortnite probably is one. I'm just joking, but the AI overview says high budget, large teams, massive marketing, high production values, wide distribution. So that's probably the one that we're kind of talking about. It's just like the distribution across like multiple platforms such as PC and console. Large development cycles, major publishers. But yeah, Minecraft was definitely like an indie game at first. But then it got released on like Xbox 360, PS3, and yeah, it got acquired by Microsoft. So that would probably make it could go under the major publishers. I don't even know if I want to trade anymore today. Yeah, that's how I've been kind of feeling. I'm lucky I got in and out a little bit earlier. Nice bull flag, and I've been kind of sitting back, avoiding the chop. We haven't really gotten any good pullbacks either, besides like this one, kinda. But then we just started chopping a little bit, so we haven't really gotten like a good pullback and push up off like 15-minute EMA or anything like that. It's on the App Store too. Yeah, we'll definitely say AAA, but definitely not originally. Originally, very much an indie game or whatever other definition you want to give it. But I'd say Fortnite was probably always a AAA. Unless, I mean, I don't know, definitely. You could probably argue against it though at the same time. Because right now, I mean, the budget's huge, the team's huge, marketing's huge. Obviously, Epic Games is like a major publisher now, I'd say. But back in 2017, was Epic Games, did anyone even know who they were? Right? So, and it definitely could be. I definitely didn't know what Epic Games was until after Fortnite was made. Oh yeah, Epic Games has been around for a while. And like Rocket League's been around for a while. Gears of War on Unreal Engine. Okay, yeah, yeah. So that's definitely AAA. They were known. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's just me being uninformed or ignorant and not knowing who they were until Fortnite made them kind of shine a little bit more. But yeah, Gears of War, Unreal Engine, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, Fortnite's AAA. Is Clash Royale AAA element? Honestly, with how popular it is, it's hard to say it's not. But it would be hard for me to say an app is AAA just because it doesn't cover the wide distribution part of the characteristics of AAA games list because it's only on like mobile. It's not on like PC and stuff. That would be my argument against it, but I also wouldn't necessarily say it isn't. Right. Not to with popularity. An app store is distribution, yes, but is it wide distribution? And like, is there budget? Again, I'm just looking at the AI overview, but it says high budget costs often exceed $100 million for development and marketing combined. Games are made by big teams of 300 or more specialists. They have extensive high-profile marketing campaigns to achieve widespread appeal. Typically feature cutting-edge technology, high-end visuals, refined gameplay, and professional voice acting and soundtracks. But like I said, with like wide distribution, they're usually developed for multiple platforms such as PC and console. So that's the only reason I'd argue that most apps are not AAA if they're not like on PC and console, because they don't cover the main AAA gaming platforms. And I don't think the budget or the cost for Clash Royale was $100 million or more. But I could be wrong. Bull flag. Playing out. A little choppy though, but it is slowly making its way up. I guess I could just Google it. I do like this discussion, or like debate though. I think it's fun to talk about stuff like this, but is Clash Royale AAA game? Alright, Google says, no, Clash Royale is not a AAA game. It was developed as a free-to-play mobile game by Supercell. The term AAA is typically reserved for games with massive budgets and development teams that are released on console and PC. As a distinction, Clash Royale does not fit. However, for mobile gaming, it is considered to have the high production quality and large player base associated with AAA titles. So there's the more official answer. So for more mobile game standards, it probably would be considered AAA, but by like the rest of the standards required for like being AAA, it just probably wouldn't be. Yeah, I'm not sure if being on console is like the only defining factor, but I think it definitely is like an important one that it's obviously mentioned, like massive budgets, massive development teams, and being released on console and PC, which Clash Royale does not fit. So I'm guessing it doesn't have like a super massive budget either, because I imagine it's relatively cheap. Uno is AAA game. Honestly, I mean, it is on Steam, and it might be like on console as well. Again, I don't know if that's the only defining factor, but I think it is an important one, based off what I'm reading on like Google. If it was on console, it definitely would make it. It came out with all Xboxes. There you go. Could be AAA. Not gonna argue against that. But yeah, Clash Royale on console, it definitely would be. That could make it AAA. But I think again, another part of it is like massive budgets and developing teams, which it sounds like Clash Royale does not have either. Clash budget. Yeah, so it says the development team is not very big. And it says it was likely like there's no like publicly available development cost for Clash Royale, but it was likely in the low millions of dollars. And see, that's where like they might have a lot of money and maybe even have some budgets, but like the cost of the game itself was relatively low. Like it was, I think a couple of these sources are saying between 500,000 to 1.5 million, which again, the standards for a AAA game are saying 100 million plus for like the cost of like the game and the marketing and all that stuff. Oh yeah, the ROI is huge. I mean, they got that bag for sure. It says the game has generated over 3 billion in lifetime revenue since 2016. So definitely, oh yeah, they're definitely up there with venture capitalists. Like they're banking good businessmen right there. But are they a AAA game? Right. And it's a free-to-play game. I don't know if that matters either, but that is something that was mentioned is like it not being AAA is the fact that it's free to play, but also that's not a big thing because obviously Warzone is triple or it's free to play. Fortnite's free to play, anyways. But that was just another thing I mentioned is like a free to play app. But obviously, yeah, Fortnite's free to play, so that's not the best argument, but it is a factor that it mentions. Clash Royale made like 1 billion last year or something. That's crazy. I know. Where's the stock at? For real. I know. There's not much to really do. Buy or sell right now. Got kicked out. That's funny. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, TikTok is, a business just like anything else, and clearly it's doing well. Or like, especially a couple of years ago, I mean, it was popping off. Yeah, a lot of people are kind of anti-TikTok because they think like China is stealing all our information and they're looking at the pupils of our eyes or whatever. Like low key, I kind of trust China more than like other people. I forgot what I was gonna say, but government spyware, yeah. It's like I can see like why people could be afraid of that, but yeah, it's not something I like. I don't know. They're from China, but they're just business people. Like the person who like started TikTok, it's not like he's working for the Chinese government. Right. And that's what I'd say as well, is like they already have probably all the info they need from like everything else. Like TikTok's not gonna give them like too much more info, I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, what do you think Meta doing with all your DMs? Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Meta, like Facebook, Instagram. Like I trust TikTok more than I trust Facebook and Instagram because it's just not like as censored, if that makes sense. Like obviously there's like, rules and regulations which are normal. But like Facebook and Instagram definitely seem to be more like they kind of censor certain things. And actually, that being said, Instagram comments are wild right now, which I think I mean, they're funny. But as far as like, yeah, privacy goes and stuff, like Instagram and Facebook, they like know everything about you. And they could actually use your information to basically ruin your life. Where like China, like, I don't really, like, what are they going to do with my information, you know? But like Facebook and Instagram, they're like based out of US and like Meta, they run like everything. And like Facebook's already been sued for like that kind of stuff in the past. And I think they just like dismissed the case because they just like took the settlement or whatever. But like that means they're probably guilty, right? I don't know. It's interesting. It's like you can't not use Facebook, Instagram to some extent. But also low-key, I kind of want to just get rid of them. But like TikTok, especially listening to like the interview of the guy defending TikTok in like the court against all the American people who are saying that it connects to your Wi-Fi and steals your information or whatever. Yeah, that's a nice pump though. It's like I kind of trust TikTok and the developer of TikTok more than I trust Mark Zuckerberg and all of that meta stuff. Yeah, unless you're born like the Stone Age, there's just no way that your information is not out there. Yeah, it's very simple to find out the kind of information about people. Of course, wants to go when I'm mentally fatigued already. Hey, that's how the market rolls. Did you not get the memo? Oh, dang. Entry at 25, sold at 35. That's still 10 points on ES is pretty solid. That's like 500 bucks, right? Or is it more? I think it's 500. Yeah, 1 mini. Okay, okay. You hate to hear it, but the market loves to do it. Almost did two, but it was just too weird. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do like two or more than normal when it's feeling weird. And definitely smart to even size down a little bit as well. I mean, it's bouncing off the overnight highs right now. The overnight highs are like right here somewhere. So kind of rejecting down. Also could be a nice retest if we close above. But I'm not going to take it because I'm already at $530 and I'm happy with that. And yeah, I know normally you can just like open up the simulation part of Trade trade like a sim account. But I think because like Trade basically thinks that the funding ticks accounts are simulation accounts. Anyways, I guess I might not be able to. I'll look into it later though, but I might not worry about it today. Not satisfied yet. I mean, green is green. And 450, because I would probably say the same. It sounds like your goal is a little higher than mine, just for like your accounts. Because like typically I go for about like 400, 500. But also, being able to be satisfied with only 250 for me, like one win, would probably be the same as you being around 450 or 500. And there's definitely some value in just being satisfied with a win. If you can't get another win without, taking weird trades or forcing trades, right? All those little things. If it's not easy to make 500 to 1,000, that's when I would, right? Like it would be good to be able to be satisfied with less, if that makes sense. I didn't trigger this morning. Ooh. Normally you do though, so it's good that it's a rare occurrence, but that does suck that it happened. I'm just satisfied with trading in general, so I need good money to cancel my dissatisfaction with the activity. That's fair. That's fair. But it is I mean definitely a relatable feeling. But it does kind of suck because it's like some of those days with the bad price action of the market, it's like those are like the hardest days to make good money. But yeah, there was a day earlier this week I was up like 250, and I was like watching the market. I was almost like I should probably just be done trading for today. I don't know if I'm gonna get another good trade. But within that same day, I waited, and eventually got a setup. And it wasn't a bad setup, but again, if I was more content with the 250, I probably just would have been done. I would have been chilling. But instead, I traded like two or three more times, got like a break even, but then I also got two losses. So I ended up like down 250 or like 300, which isn't the end of the world. But if I was more satisfied with the original 250, I would have been fine. I would have been in profit that day. But instead, end up losing like 500 from the 250, obviously, but only negative 250, 300 in total. We get 90, bro. You're up. PayPal me. No, no, PayPal me, guy. No, don't PayPal them. PayPal me. Come on. Or buy like a Funding Ticks account or something with my code. You think more likely shorts or longs? I mean, it's hard to say shorts when we've been doing this like all day. So probably longs. But also I'd agree with TechFlu, probably chop. Just because it's almost 11 a.m. Eastern and it's just about that time of day. And with all the move up that we've had today, we're kind of due for some more chop. We did have a bit earlier here, but we might get some more up here. I like the overnight highs. A little bit late for the move today. Yeah. My dog's food is expensive. Anything helps. Yeah, I'll take like $5, $10. I'm just kidding. No, what's funny though is like the donations on TikTok, like the roses or whatever. Obviously, like I appreciate the roses. I don't know how much it costs for people to like donate those to me or send those to me, but I literally only get like a couple cents when people like send like even if I get like the 10 roses, which is like technically my live goal, I get like 4 cents or something. It's like not that much, so it's kind of funny. I appreciate it, but it's also like not much to really do anything with. That's true. Those pennies could be worth a lot. Of course, they're digital pennies, so I don't know if that'll actually be worth a lot. But if it was real pennies, maybe it would be worth something later. I have like 30 cents from arguing with people on lives. That's funny. He's out here getting paid. Get paid to argue. Another inverted V coming? Potentially, per usual. Well, I mean, it could just be. I mean, so far it's a larger pullback. Well, I guess it's about the same as these, but compared to like this in this move, it's a relatively larger pullback. And if we draw a little fancy line here, you could call this a bull flag. So if it does break these highs and push higher, like I said, it's kind of a V shape, but I wouldn't say it's super out of the ordinary. I'd probably just consider it like a pullback and continuation if we get up here. A bulldog. Is that what I said? Oh, it's probably autocorrect. That's funny. Dang it. Yeah, those bulldogs. The auto text. That's funny. No, when I make TikToks, I'll use like the auto captions on like CapCut just for like the subtitles. And sometimes when I say bull flag, it'll come off as like bullfrog or like bulldog in like the subtitle. It's kind of funny. Sometimes I change it, sometimes I don't. Because I think, well, maybe someone will see that and comment about it, which will make the video go more viral. Who knows? But kind of funny. We pumped up a good amount. We lost overnight, so that be canceling out for chop. Yeah, definitely agree with that. The video you made when you said don't do this, did you exit the trade on accident? Yeah. So I didn't explain in the video like what happened. I just kind of slowed it down so you could see. But basically I tried to draw a line on NinjaTrader, which I would show you if I was on NinjaTrader. But unfortunately, because I could try and replicate it if I had Ninja working and had like my demo account working. I'll try and connect again, but so far it's not really working. Oh my gosh, it just worked. Alright. Chat, we're back. 1 second. I gotta switch it back. We're gonna show you what happened. Voila. The charts are back. Oh shit, the size I think is wrong though. I think that's close enough. It's normal. I don't mind TradeAvate actually though. I might use it more in the future. It's so much simpler than NinjaTrader. And it seems to work more often. Well, that's nice. Okay, so basically I switched to my sim account. And it's actually a similar example because you could basically call this like a little bit of a bear flag, even though we're not in a downtrend. But let me just make sure I'm on the right accounts. Okay.
Order filled.
We'll make it a little larger just so I don't get stopped out immediately. But basically I have my target like at the bottom of the bear flag, stop somewhere up here, right? Basically I want to draw a line like this for the bear flag, but somehow I started the line like right here and it grabbed the profit target with the line. Like you can see I'm drawing my straight line and I have my profit target with me. And then I clicked above my entry.
Target filled.
And when you do that, it just like market closes the order. For some reason.
Order filled.
Like I don't know why. But yeah, if you move your profit target above break even, it just market closes. So I still made profit. So I still made like 80 bucks on that trade. There was like a part of me after saying like, oh, at least I made 80 bucks, but I cut that out of the video because I thought it'd be funnier without it. But it's also would have been kind of funny with it. But yeah, for some reason, because even if I do it now, yeah, if I move it up here, I'll wait till I'm in profit a little bit if I can. I might not get it though, actually. Bounce off the 21. But yeah, basically moving your profit target above like break even like in the wrong direction
Target filled.
will basically just close the trade.
Order filled.
See if we I kind of want like to get a little bit of profit so I can like show that, but it probably won't happen. That's fine. But yeah, kind of funny, but also it was a bit unfortunate because yeah, I literally was just trying to draw like my bear flag line, but because my stop loss was like kind of close, it was close enough that when I clicked like here, it still grabbed it, even though I didn't like really click on it. It was close enough that it did. Because you can see my cursor, if I'm here, I'm not selecting it, but if I move down to here, now I am selecting it. It kind of highlights right here. So even if I'm like kind of close to it, it'll highlight and grab it. And then yeah, now I'm in profit.
Target filled.
And it'll just close me out for, I mean, a win, but basically it'll just cancel the order if I move it above. So that's what happened. It won't happen again though, because obviously I know what happened and why it happened. But it was kind of funny and unfortunate, I guess. But I still got like 80 bucks, I guess, like I said, so not the worst. Might be an update. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if this, yeah, if that is like a newer thing or if it's always been like that. But it is the first time that it's like happened while I was trading. Because usually I'm not like drawing lines while I am in a trade like that. And for like the profit target to be like right at the bottom where I start the line is just like extra funny. That was a nice bear flag though. Not one I typically would take though, like I said, or typically say. I prefer to see. I mean, technically, it's got like this nice candle here. Obviously, it's got the setup. It has like a kind of nice move down. But we're not in a downtrend. And again, I don't like to trade against the trend. Because even if we did break this and make a little bit of a move down, it's like for us to get stuck on the 9 or the 21, very likely. And the fact that we technically have a higher time frame bull flag, I mean, it's a little maybe ugly, but the chances of that playing out are also quite high. Have a good weekend, y'all. Tired of looking at the charts? Fair enough. I was actually about to probably start playing some Battlefield for a little bit, see if it works. I just updated my BIOS on my computer because it was like a year out of date. And I actually think that might solve some of my issues with the Battlefield crashing. But if the stream does crash, I'm probably going to just be done streaming today. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to open Battlefield because I'm done trading and done with the charts as well. It's Friday. Great time to go enjoy the weekend. Hope you enjoy your weekend as well. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't crash. But if it does, like I said, hope you guys have a good weekend. And we'll be back. Oh shoot, I can't play Battlefield 6 right now anyways. It says I need to enable secure boot, which I did have enabled, but because I updated my BIOS, it got unenabled. So I'd have to reset my PC to go into BIOS and change that. So never mind. No Battlefield 6. Kitchens, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. I guess I could see if Fortnite is updated. Maybe play some Simpsons Fortnite. People like Fortnite still. It looks like it's updated. We'll give it a try. It's been a while though, I'm gonna be a little rusty. Just got the Homer character the other day. Nice. Do they have like a battle pass or is it just like you can unlock it by playing? Yeah, battle pass, 1k V-Bucks. It's not terrible. V-Bucks. No, it's been kind of like a fun season though. I only played it like once with my friends. We just played like 3 or 4 games. But it was pretty fun. I like the guns in the game right now. Like the Thunder shotgun is like my favorite shotgun. And then that new pistol they added is really fun. I also really love the infantry rifle too. I'm a big fan. You play OG? I have played OG, but it's been a while. I might play some OG once the Christmas season starts, like season 7 or whatever. But yeah, I played a little bit with my friend, but it's not my go-to. I typically play like Reload or Blitz has been kind of fun. It's like nice and quick. Even just like normal zero build. But yeah, I played some OG zero build and it was fun. The guns felt a little bit off though. Like I don't know if it's just me or if we just like got in like a bad server with like a little bit of lag. But the guns and like the registration, it just felt like a little off compared to the normal game mode. It was kind of weird. So I haven't played it since. But also that might have just been like a one-time thing. But I did really enjoy last year when they had the Chapter 2 OG season during this time of year. Because that's like what they've been doing, right? It is like the year before they had like the OG season during November before the new chapter. And last year they had Chapter 2 at during November for like the short season before December when they had the new chapter. A little confusing, but instead of doing an OG season this year, they just did Simpsons, which I guess makes sense because now they have the OG mode. So, understandable. But definitely a little unfortunate. It would have been fun, I think, to play Chapter 3 with like the Spider-Man stuff. That was a fun chapter, fun season. But I guess the Simpsons thing is cool too. But it's gonna take a long time to get to like Chapter 3 OG, but if they even decide to do that, which they might not because like why would they, you know? Chapter 3 probably wasn't as popular. Yeah. Oriana Castillo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Guys, we're almost at 500. We're only 8 away. Don't know if we'll get it this stream just because we don't have a ton of viewers this time. And typically my viewers die down a little bit once I start playing games, but maybe they'll go up, we'll see. But thank you for all the support, as always. Alright, we got a game here. Let's see. See how this goes. Oh yeah, the little intro thing's kind of cool, not gonna lie. Oh, a little bit of lag. I tried to jump and it did not let me jump. Yeah, I don't know if you can see me kind of skipping around the air, but... Oh shit, I can't move. Now I'm falling. Shit, what do I do? Why am I dying? What in the heck is going on? I don't know if I've ever lagged this bad. I can't move. Any trades today? Yeah, I took two. Two trades. Up 518 on my account. Took a little retest for like 100, and then I took a bull flag for like 400. Okay. If this isn't the best gameplay you've ever seen, I don't know what is. I can't pick up the gun. Oh, I got it. I can't jump. Hey, what is going on? The amount of times I've played Fortnite or Battlefield on stream, like what? There's no way it's like my stream causing this, right? Surely not. I've got good internet. I've got like fiber or whatever. 900 download. But this is like, I was gonna say borderline unplayable, but no, it's fully unplayable. But I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm gonna hope that it stops. Oh man, it's so bad. But it's kind of funny. We'll see if we can actually get a kill. Oh, back in the bush. Oh, back behind this. How's the quality though? Oh shoot, this guy just teleported. I can't switch my gun. I can't move. Okay, it's unplayable. Officially unplayable. Dang, that's crazy. Sorry, I just like laughed in the mic there. Probably a little loud. Well, we might make sure we're in the right region, because that could be a thing. But if I'm in the right region, I'm still lagging like that, I don't know what to do, honestly. Yeah, it says North America Central. Very interesting. Definitely could be because I'm streaming on TikTok and YouTube. But I've done it before, so that's why I don't quite know what the issue is. I'll do a speed test. Internet might just be a little slow today for some reason. But for some reason I think it is just like my computer with like streaming and like the game and stuff. For some reason. It says I have 400 download, which is not as good as normal, but it's still not bad. You know? We'll try to see if it fixes that. Just change my like stream priority to a little lower. See what else could be causing issues. I've never had issues with Fortnite. That's the thing. I've had some issues with like Battlefield, obviously, because basically like the graphics get so overwhelmed that it starts to kind of lag the stream a little bit, or sometimes it'll lag like just my internet in general because the graphics card can't handle anything. Jeez, it's so bad. It takes like 3 seconds to switch my guns. I'm just like in the pregame lobby. But the pregame lobby is this bad. I've got like 300 ping. The pregame's this bad, I'm not gonna even attempt to play an actual game. Been busy. How do you do this morning? I did well. Let's see. Go back to my main account. Got a nice little retest here for $100. Could have made a little bit more, but I just took off. I just took it off at 100, and then it took a nice bull flag off the 90 MA for like 430. So pretty nice. Up 518 on the day, and then kind of just been sitting back watching ever since. Not trying to force anything, but the market's still going up. Do you trade order flow? Not really. I'm making a Discord with top tickers only, like the Phantom Troop of Trading. Do you want to join? Maybe. I mean, I guess if you send a link, I could join. Perchance. Actually, you can't send links on TikTok. I might, like I said, I might join, but I don't really have like a need or desire to join, but I suppose I could. Market's still going up like crazy though. Missed the long. Dang. It was a nice long. I guess I'm inverted V until I get in long. Pretty much. That's when it decides to go the other way. Exactly. Francisco, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let me pass my challenge, please. I'm definitely happy to help in any way that I can. I stream every day, so you're definitely welcome to join the streams and yeah, we usually have people in chat talking about different trades, or I'll show the trades that I take live, but definitely don't take any trades just based off what I say, because trading is a very individual journey, and I definitely recommend lots of practice and lots of just learning, practice, trial, error, figure out what works for you. And I can't really do that for you, but I can definitely help, again, answer questions and show you what I do a little bit. I've had enough practice now. Well, don't want to be rude here, but if you have had enough practice, you shouldn't have any trouble passing a challenge. It took me 3 months to pass a challenge when I first started. Exactly. Like it takes time sometimes. You know, sometimes you just gotta go slow, take your time. That was my biggest issue too, is I would try and pass in one day or like a couple of days, and I would blow up accounts even though I like kind of knew how to trade. But yeah, figure out what your psychology and mental issues are. That's true. It is a whole nother ball game. You gotta get some skin in the game to get like real practice. And that is fair. That's why prop firms are nice. But that being said, if you have enough practice, like a year's worth of practice, you should know your strategy for the most part. And you should be able to figure out, like he said, figure out the emotional problems or the psychology that's stopping you from being profitable. And it might take some time, but once you fix that, you just keep doing what works or what was working when you were practicing. But also, sometimes the market just sucks, right? Sometimes you make some, sometimes you lose some. And this month might be a little slow, but next month might be better. It also might be slow though because it's going to be December, you know, Christmas and stuff. December is typically not the best for trading. I'll keep one of these accounts till they get tired of me. That's the thing though, they won't get tired of you because that's how they make money. But yeah, I'd probably just trade like smaller size. Like, I'm guessing you trade minis. I'd probably trade micros because then you're still risking money and emotion. But like instead of losing $500, you're only losing like a couple hundred, if that makes sense. I think that's a good place to start. It doesn't hurt to trade small, even if it takes a little bit more time, because then you just save more money, right? And you're still able to learn a lot of key lessons. Because the way I put it, and that I've heard from someone else, I don't know who though, is basically trading like anything. I mean, it's both education, almost like a college degree. Like you have to take years to really learn it and figure it out. But basically the lessons that you have to learn to be a good trader, they cost money. I mean, it's not like you buy a course, but like you pay in both your time, but also in money, because you can't just paper trade all day. That's like if you went to college and read a bunch of books and said, okay, now I'm going to go be a nuclear engineer because I read some books, right? Or like a construction worker. It's like, oh, I read a book about that. No, you got to actually get some experience, right? So that's why, like, yeah, you need to learn, you need to practice, all the studying. But you also got to get some skin in the game, and those lessons costs money, and the goal is to keep those lessons as cheap as possible, right? Because almost every new trader is going to blow up an account or lose money. Heck, even when you pass this challenge, there's a good chance you're not going to get a payout on your first funded account. That's just how the statistics are. Because even a funded account versus a challenge, the emotions are different. But again, the idea is to keep those lessons as cheap as possible. So if you're trading a live account, trade really small. If you're trading a prop firm, still keep it small, because even if the prop firm only costs 50 to 100 bucks, if you can make that 50 to 100 bucks last a couple months instead of just a couple days, that's a big difference. And it keeps your wallet alive for longer. That being said, if you do want one of the more cheaper options as far as prop prop firms go right now, definitely check out Funding Ticks. Use my code, help support the channel. But right now they got 35% off for new users, which you can get a $50,000 funded account challenge for $55. And that's all in price. So there's no activation fee once you get funded. So you pay the 55 bucks, you follow the rules, pass the challenge, and then you get funded and you don't have to pay the activation fee, which most firms have like an activation fee of like 100 bucks or more. So I would definitely recommend them. And also, yeah, using my code helps support me and the channel, which I always appreciate. And then also, oh yeah, the challenge for the 50K count on Funding Ticks, the profit target's only 2,500, which I don't know what prop firm you use or what account size you trade with, but typically $50,000 prop firm accounts, the eval goal is $3,000. So the Funding Ticks eval is a lot easier to pass than other ones because you don't have to make that extra $500. And the rules are also very similar to others, and they're very good. End of day drawdown, $2,000 of drawdown. So yeah, good rules, good prop firm. But also, right now your goal should be to keep the challenge you have right now alive, even if you have to like trade really small and slow, and we'll just work on getting that funded. I gotta start marketing in. Keep missing my entries. I know I've done that a couple times, and honestly, it is something that I probably need to do because I'll do the same thing, right? Like if we call this a bull flag, I mean it's a little steeper than I typically like, but nice pullback. We got back above the EMAs. Let's say I was trying to get in, like let's say okay, we get above this candle, I'm gonna get in. Typically I'd put my market, like my limit order there, and then we go and do it and I'd get in.
Order canceled.
But sometimes I'll like miss it a little bit, and then like price will be up here, but
Order
I'll put my
submitted.
limit below price because it's like, okay, I want like my true better entry.
Order canceled.
But then we'll like come back, or sometimes we come back and I get my entry, but sometimes we don't, and we just go green without me. And like, is it really worth like saving 50 to 100 bucks? But if I just market it in, I'd be making like 200 bucks, 300, you know, I'd make my full target. So I need to do the same thing. I just need to mark it in if I like kind of miss my entry, because I know for sure that I'm in and I'm not gonna miss my trade. Because yeah, on some trades I probably did save like 50 bucks just by getting a better entry. But is that really worth missing a trade like this or whatever? Good morning, brother. What's up? Welcome back to the stream, Brandon. Lunchtime coming. Yeah. Probably end this stream here in a second. I was gonna play some Fortnite, but for some reason it's just kind of bogging down like my router, like both the streaming and the Fortnite and stuff, which like hasn't been happening. So I might just need like reset some stuff and get it to work. Might not be able to get it to work today without like restarting my computer or trying some other stuff. Been a busy day. Honestly, I'm so happy it's Friday. I work at a school, so it's nice. Oh yeah, Fridays are typically. I know some schools do like shorter days, but even if they don't, it's always a good vibe on Friday. Everyone's just ready for the weekend, and it's usually a lot more chill than the rest of the week. Why do people say they don't like trading on Fridays? Fridays typically like they can be really good. Like for me, today was pretty good. We had like just a really nice kind of trend with some decent pullbacks, and then we continued the trend. Obviously, I made some good money today. It was pretty chill. However, some Fridays are not the best, just because people are ready for the weekends. I mean, kind of like the school example I just talked about. Like, people that are trading are kind of just ready to be done and go enjoy their weekend. So sometimes they don't trade as long, and there's just not as many traders on Friday. So the volume is not as good. There's a little bit less volatility sometimes. It doesn't mean there isn't good volatility. Like today was great, but there's definitely plenty of days or Fridays that just aren't as good for trading. And sometimes there's a lot of traders exiting trades that they've been in like throughout the week. So there's just a lot of kind of price action that's not normal, if that makes sense. We said Friday's not good for trading. It's not bad, but it definitely is harder than other days. Like I still trade Fridays, but I've also noticed that like I've lost a decent amount of money on Fridays. I don't know if I've lost more money than I've gotten, but Fridays can be tricky. It doesn't mean they're bad. They're still a bit different. Because again, there's a lot of traders who are basically like either taking profit or like getting stopped out or whatever. Like they're basically exiting their trades for the weekend because the market's going to be closed all weekend. So, and a lot of people obviously want to go enjoy their weekend, so they just don't trade as long on Fridays. So it's just a little bit different with how like the price works, and sometimes certain strategies don't work as well just because of like what price is doing. Would you play games with viewers? Potentially. I don't want to say no just because, never say never. And like I don't think that's like out of the picture. But I definitely don't know if I want to say yes just because I don't want that to be like an expectation, if that makes sense. And it's a lot easier for me to focus on trading when I'm not like trying to like keep track of teammates or other things. If you're talking about like Fortnite, like squatting up or like whatever. Because obviously you guys could like try to get like in the same game as me, especially if I play like Battlefield. Like it's a big game, big servers, and you guys could just like be on my team, I guess. But as far as like squatting up in Fortnite, like I would probably say no, just because I'd feel bad not being like a good teammate because like I'm trading and streaming at the same time, or like trading and gaming and streaming. So I definitely wouldn't be like the best teammate because I'd probably have to hide in a bush to make a trade potentially, which I'd feel bad about, and I wouldn't be able to really talk the best like as far as communication goes because I'd be like reading chat, talking with them, and just talking about like normal stream stuff. But then I'd also like I'd want to kind of communicate to like call out like the game comms obviously. And yeah, it's not, I can't speak English. I was trying to say it's not that I wouldn't trust someone like you, But there's definitely people I wouldn't trust with like if my chat and stream could hear the people I was playing with, I just could not guarantee like what they would say on stream, if that makes sense. So I'd almost have to keep them muted unless they're like good friends of mine and I like knew that they weren't gonna say anything wild. But yeah, if chat can't hear you and then like I'm trying to like stream, it just logistically wouldn't make the most sense to have like, you know, random viewers playing in my squad. But again, if I was playing like Battlefield and you guys like ended up on like in the same game as me, like it's not that big of a deal. I just again I wouldn't expect any sort of like we play on the same squad unless again there's no talking and like we just try and get a win I guess together. But I feel a little bit bad just because I would be a bad teammate if we were to try and like do well in the game. And with like a battle royale, they get kind of sweaty, especially my lobbies because I'm on PC. My lobbies are sweaty, especially like duos or squads. So again, I just feel bad, and I wouldn't want it to be like an expectation. But also, that's not to say that I wouldn't maybe consider it or do it. Because I still am a pretty small streamer, obviously, but if I were to ever get like bigger, then I'd just have like too many people wanting to do it. And that's like, how would I manage that, you know? You sell a green and buy a red? I mean, I guess. I mean, I buy low, sell high, right? That's the key right there. What's your portfolio? Right now, a couple of funding ticks propfirm accounts to my name. That's all I got. Just kidding. But yeah, I trade propfirm, so I don't have like a live account with money in it currently, at least for futures. Lunchtime sell off? Potentially. This is like a typical reversal right here. Get the high here, we make a little low, then we make a lower high, and then we break the low here, get the pullback into the fair value gap and EMAs, and if we were to find support here, we could definitely be going down to like these lows or even lower. Or yeah, it could be a little fake out and we grind higher to get any meme coins. I kind of did for a little bit, but I never bought like a ton of it. I did have like some Shiba Inu at some point, but then I sold it. Have you looked at AI stuff? Like with trading or just like in general? I'm actually using AI right now to answer some of my questions, but I've definitely used it a lot. But as far as like trading like automatically or meme coins, not a lot. I heard 2267 coin gonna be high. Like using AI to teach trades, track trades. No, I haven't looked into that. The prop firm I use, Funny Ticks, has a dashboard that just like keeps track of all of it for me. So like I don't really need to worry about that. Like it's very simple and easy. It gives me like a whole calendar and just like everything. It's pretty nice, not gonna lie. Yes, sir. Very good prop firm. Definitely would recommend them if you want to check them out. Dashboard's actually probably one of my favorite parts. What's that called? I'll put it in the chat. It's funding ticks, or it's at the top of the screen. You get 35% off. It's just a prop firm. A little bit newer, but still been around for over a year. Use my code, you can get 35% off your first account. Yeah, you're welcome. But the dashboard is one of my favorite parts. Like, I don't know, what's that one thing? Like, it's called like TradeZella or something? Yeah, if you know what TradeZella is, or if you've heard of that, or you can also just Google it and look at Google Images. Basically, like the Funny Ticks dashboard looks a lot like TradeZella, or like those kind of dashboards and calendars. Haven't started trading yet because I'm trying to learn and I have 2 months until I turn 18. Okay. Yeah, you do have to be 18, I think, to legally, technically start trading. But you might be able to start like demo trading and stuff, which is definitely good for practice. And you definitely want lots of practice before you risk any of your own money. That's definitely my #1 advice for anybody is practice until you're so confident that like there's just no worry about losing money. Because even if you lose a trade, that's part of the strategy, right? You can't win every trade. Most traders do have like a 60%, 70% win rate over time. I mean, sure, you might have months or even years of like 80% or more, but typically expect like 60%. I don't know, whatever percent. Like it obviously depends on your strategy too and the risk ratio that you use. But yeah, I can't win them all. But with enough practice, you'll know that and you'll expect a certain amount of losses. And definitely good to learn as much as you can in practice while you still have time. Also going to start up a Roth IRA and maybe S&P 500. Nice. Those are very solid investments just for like long term. Do you or have you ever used a tick chart like 500 or anything? I know it costs money. I don't think I have. I wonder if I can use it on here. It's loading currently. It might take a sec. 500 tick. Oh, looks like I can. Here's the 500 tick chart. Yeah, you can see this ticks before it switches to the next candle. Uh, no, I haven't used it though. I've like debated kind of like toying with it and using it. So I've seen some traders kind of use those lower time frames or the tick charts, and you can just see like everything that's going on, which is nice. But I just stick to like the 1 minute and some of the higher time frames, like the 15 minute or the 5 minute. They seem to work just a little bit better for me personally. Also, again, I haven't really tried it, so maybe I'll have to give it a try and see how it goes. What site do you use to trade? This is right here is NinjaTrader, which does have like a website, but this is the desktop version, so it's a little cleaner, a little more customizable. But earlier on the stream, I was actually using Trade8 website because NinjaTrader wasn't working, so that was a little annoying. But Trade8's a good website to get started. I was using plus 500 demo the other day. Nice, nice. Yeah, good place to demo trade. Definitely like Trade8. I think you get like a 2 week free trial or something. Are you a full-time trader? Oh, you gotta go. Yeah, no. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the follow. I'll be back Monday. Hopefully answer some more questions, hang out, good stuff like that. But if you are sticking around for that question, I do trade every single day. Yes. So I'll be back Monday for the market open. Andriy Levko, thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, have a good weekend. Yeah, I'm just asking chat right now, trying to figure out this whole Fortnite lag thing. Cause yeah, never had this issue before, so like technically I shouldn't have to change anything, but like I'm just seeing what my options are that might fix it. If you could give advice to a beginner, what be your 3 best tips? That is a great question. I feel like I'd have to really think about that to like write down like really some good top 3, but I'll think of the first 3 that kind of come to mind. I'd probably say dang, there's so many good ones. 3 best tips for a beginner. I think a big one is keep your lessons cheap. I kind of talked about that a little bit earlier, but trading is going to take a lot of time and it's going to take a lot of learning. And you want to keep those lessons cheap, right? You don't want to lose like $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 trading when you're still trying to learn things. At what point do you switch from paper trading? I'd say when you're very confident to risk your own money or to like buy a propfirm account, for example. And that'd be my next advice is if you're a beginner, probably get into propfirms. There's no point in risking thousands of dollars to trade when you can buy a propfirm account for like $50 and then trade that account and have the leverage to then get thousands of dollars in payouts. But yeah, Wealth Genius has some good ones too. Learn risk management, learn probability. Definitely like practice, right? With enough practice, you'll know the probabilities for your strategy and the risk management required. Cough, cough, code bang. Exactly. Don't want to throw it out there too much, but you can get pretty good deals and support the channel with code bang at Funding Ticks. And right now you can get a $50,000 funded account challenge for $55 with my code. And there's no activation fee. So very solid, good rules as well. If it's not your first account, it's 20% off, so not quite as good, but still only like $65. Which again, with no activation fee, is still one of the cheapest options right now. And yeah, it's one of the best ways to start trading. And I mean, it's what I'm still doing, right? Because I can risk thousands of dollars, but I'm only technically risking like hundreds because I'm just on propfirms. So definitely good for beginners to get into trading. But again, I'd say before you even get into propfirms, you want to make sure that you're confident and you know good risk management. And another good lesson is just take your time. Don't rush it. Trading it's a process and a journey. It's not just like a get rich quick scheme, you know? I mean, sure, you can click a button and you can be up hundreds of dollars, if not thousands in minutes. But also you could be down thousands, right? So take your time, go slow, make sure you're doing it right. Learn as much as you can, practice as much as you can, But yeah, like once you're confident, once you know, like after a month of trading that you're consistently profitable, or if you paper trade for like a month and you look back and say, oh, I'm up $5,000 or more or less, then it might be worth switching over to a live account. Or again, I'd recommend a propfirm account first. But that'd definitely be some of my initial advice for beginners. I don't know if that was 3, but I think it was somewhere around there. Micros versus minis. Yeah, definitely. Are you like asking the difference? Because I was gonna say like definitely start with micros would be another good advice for like beginners. Just because you can still get some skin in the game, but you're risking a lot less. Again, like I said, keeping those lessons as cheap as possible. Micros are 1/10 the size of a mini, so you're risking 1/10 the amount of money, but you still got some skin in the game. You still got a little bit of that emotion of trading real money, whether it's on propfirm or live account. I prefer minis because that's what I'm used to trading, and I just use one mini and go for like little tiny scalps. Like this trade I took earlier today, I don't see it anymore. Oh, I moved this. That's why. But like this trade, I could have made a little bit more, like 200-ish, but like I literally, the overnight low or something was like right here. We closed below it and we bounced off of it. It was beautiful. But it's like I'm not looking for like this big move down, like these red candles. It's like I'm just looking for a little bounce from here to here, you know? Which I got $100 out of it, even though the market quickly went straight back up. And then my next trade was very similar. We broke here, and I just got this little piece of the pie for like 400, which is pretty solid. But, I mean, if you zoom out, my trades are like nothing compared to the actual moves of the market. So for me, it's like I trade a mini. But again, it's all about risk management and knowing how much risk you want or how much you want to risk. And some days, if it's like extra volatile, you kind of have to size down a little bit and trade micros. I've been paper trading both, and for some reason, I've performed better with like one or the other, I'm guessing. The suspense with minis. Okay. No, you're good. I know TikTok has like a chat limit, I think. Oh, someone came in my office. Squirrel. Nice. Hey, that happens. That happens. That happens to me too. Like I'll get like a text on my phone. I'll just go like dead silent. Even though I was like in the middle of answering a question. I'm like, oh, sorry about that. But no, you're chilling. Yeah, I've kind of seen that as well. Like I'll try a little bit better with minis. And again, it's all about just risk management. Like how much do you want to risk? How much can you risk? Because obviously, like a day like today, we're a little bit more volatile. Especially earlier today, we had a 38 on the 40 ATR. Like that's huge. Like this trade probably wasn't the smartest with the mini because I was up like, I mean, luckily it went in my direction. I'm up $400 in like 10, 30 seconds. But if this went the wrong way, I would have been down like 400, 500, almost $1,000 really quickly. But I understand the risk and I understand my strategy, so like it still works. But yeah, for some trades, like especially if you're going for like from one of these bigger moves, I mean, yeah, you can make a lot of money, but you also can lose a lot of money. So that's why you definitely got to be careful with minis, unless you have enough account balance to justify the risk. Just caught this long for 500, up 900. Let's go. Now I'm satisfied. Heck yeah, that's what I like to hear. So now that we broke structure and are still bullish, we wait for a pullback to these highs and then get in off that when it starts going back up. Potentially. I'd still be a little cautious that we might be kind of chopping around like lunchtime. But I think that is a trade that people do take. It's not one that I will usually take. But I mean, that is kind of a typical support and resistance. Right, we get the move up, we still have an uptrend, we pull back to the highs, and then if we bounce off this, we continue higher, right? It's definitely a trade. And yeah, these wicks are definitely a good signal for that push up. But I think in general, again, I don't know, I can't tell you exactly how to trade it, but like that is typically what I would look for is when we have like, it's like, okay, we broke structure, like you said, we broke the structure, we're still bullish. It's like I'm not just buying here. I'm waiting for this pullback, and then kind of like a bull flag, and then we continue higher. Obviously, it only went up a little bit, but it still would have made some good profit in here. And then same with, I mean, this is the trade I took earlier, right? We had this move up, and then we pulled back. We didn't pull back all the way down here, but we pulled back to this 9 EMA, made the bull flag, and then we got back up here. Not the best entry. It would have been better if it was down here. But it's still like a good for the bull flag, and then we got it. And same with like this pullback. It's a good example. We'll pull back. This one actually did bounce off these previous levels. So that's like a really good example. Right, you can draw this line here. It's like, okay, we go up, we in the uptrend, pull back, bounce off these highs, 9 EMA, bull flag, go up more. But yeah, that one did just that, kind of off this high. Made $100. Let's go. Oh yeah, up 900. I'd definitely probably be done on the day. Also, Sunset, Ninja, thank you for the follow, and DKN as well. Appreciate it. Oh shit, we're one away. Chat, we're one follower away from 500. If you're new and you enjoy the stream at all, I don't want to force you to do anything. But if you do give me a follow, I'll be at 500. Just putting that out there. Yeah, I think I'm definitely not going to force any trades. I'm happy with my 518. Is this NASDAQ? It is. Are you taking a trade? Not right now. I might be kind of done on the day. I'm already up $518. So I don't want to force anything. I don't want to risk this and lose it. But there definitely could still be some opportunity today. But you might have to wait another like hour till like lunchtime's kind of over. Because right now the market's a little slower. Just with a lot of people going out to eat lunch and everything. And it's also Friday. You know, the weekend's coming up. Or I guess it's here, so don't want to force anything. Maribel Alvarez, thank you for the follow. I think that might mean we're at 500, but it hasn't updated yet, so we'll see. Do you trade every day here or on a Discord? Yeah, I trade live every weekday on TikTok and also YouTube. So if you want to check out my YouTube, BangerTrades on YouTube, or the link in my bio, feel free to check that out and subscribe. But also, you can stay here on TikTok as well. I'm working on Discord. I don't have one yet, but I don't like trade live there, or like I won't be. I'll probably just stick to the YouTube and TikTok. But I am working on making one in general, just so I can, you know, a lot of people have been asking about that, like on YouTube and TikTok, like, hey, do you have a Discord? So I am making one. I'm working on that. Hopefully get it done like this weekend. I just need to figure out like the permissions and different things. But yeah, I won't be like trading on Discord. I'll just, have it there for like chatting and announcements and things. How long have you been trading? About 2.5 years. Another wick. Could still be pushing. Yeah, that was a nice little wick. Kind of back above the 21 EMA. Lunchtime grind, baby. Okay, thanks. I'll go follow your YouTube channel. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know some people are just like fine with TikTok, but I know personally I prefer like YouTube. And the stream quality there's a little bit better, so definitely feel free to check it out if you prefer YouTube. The chat's just a little quieter over there. People don't chat quite as much, but we're working on that. We'll grow the channel. We'll get some more viewers on YouTube, and the chat will be popping off eventually, I'm sure. But TikTok's definitely a little bit better for just like chatting and stuff. Also, thank you for the heart. I forgot to. Sometimes I like don't notice those, but like yes, thank you very much for the heart. And then bet on a guy with the heart puffs. I don't know what those are, but I got 10 of them, which I very much appreciate. Dang, level 27? What's level 27? Is that like oh, her TikTok rank. Oh, is that what the gifter level? Yeah, the 27 by her name. Oh, yours is 31. So that means you're like top tier, right? Dang. Do I have a rank? Probably not. No. 0. That's because I'm selfish. I'm just kidding. I'll have to give back when I do decent in the market. Nice. I respect that. I respect that. Had to come to the YouTube. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Appreciate it. Jinxie Clash Clips repost. I like your name on YouTube. I'm glad you're able to find it. Someone like a couple days ago was saying they were looking for my stream on YouTube and they couldn't find it. And I was like, that's interesting. Like that's odd because like I feel like it's not that hard to find. But I'm glad other people can find it. I just don't know why he wasn't able to find it. Indecisive candle on ES. Ooh, yeah. Gotta love the indecision in the market. It's my favorite. I only have like 5 subs on YouTube. Haha. Hey, that's alright. I mean, I think I only had like 10 earlier this year. Or 5 or something. Like it was obviously just low because I didn't upload any videos, but now I'm up to like 70 something. So that's pretty cool. We're growing slowly. It's a lot slower than TikTok, like I said, but I'm sure once I start getting some momentum, it'll be pretty killer. I made recap videos during my 20-day green streak. Heck yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to upload like the YouTube shorts and stuff pretty consistently with like recaps and just like, kind of funny or, educational videos as well. I haven't uploaded a lot of videos yet. I've just been doing a lot of the shorts. But I need to upload more videos. That'd probably help me grow a little faster. But right now the shorts have been alright for like just getting some views, some new subscribers and things. So we'll take it. Had a lot of stuff happen, so I had to stop for a while. Yeah, that does happen. Unfortunately, stuff happens. Yeah, I've been trying to keep up the grind, but we'll see what happens. Especially with the holidays, I might slow down a little bit. We'll see though. You don't have your YouTube link in your bio? I do, I think. Let me double check. Okay, maybe I don't. Or maybe I'm just not allowed to put links in my bio until I get more followers. Is that a thing? K-Dubs, what's up? It's been a while. Haven't been able to trade a lot this week, but it's nice to scroll through TikTok and see that you're still making money. Yeah, today was a good day. It was a little bit weird. I had to use like Tradeovate because my NinjaTrader wasn't working, but I still made a little bit of money, so we're staying green, yes sir. But yeah, I was actually saying earlier this week, I was like, yeah, K-Dubs is like an OG and he hasn't been here in a couple days, but I'm glad you're still alive. That is good. Yeah, normally I'm not streaming this late, especially like on a Friday. But we've kind of just been chilling. Also, we're close to 500 followers, so I figured I'd like wait until maybe we get 500. I just need like one more, I think. And we're just kind of vibing a little bit. But I've kind of been done trading for a little bit. Market's definitely slowing down. Never grew up, never give up, never surrender. Yes, sir. Just been busy with classes and final projects for my senior year. Oh, shoot. Gonna be walking the stage in December. Oh, boy. That's sick. Congratulations. Also, again, for those of you who are new, I'm one follower away from 500. So one of you enjoys and wants to follow me, I'll be at 500, which is pretty cool. Not that big of a deal, but like it's kind of a cool thing, you know? Yeah, it's also like just talking to chat, trying to figure out some things with my stream to optimize a little bit better. I've been getting some. I tried playing Fortnite earlier, and like, I mean, K-Dubs, he's been here a while. He knows. Like, I've played Fortnite on stream before and never had any issues. But for some reason, when I got in the game, my ping spiked up to like 300 or 600. It was literally unplayable. But normally that's never the case. Like, Fortnite's not. I don't know why it does that. Definitely noticing some support from these highs, either waiting for a break up or down. And it looks like it could be breaking lower, but if we do continue to hold that level, it could be getting a nice little bounce potentially. But I definitely would recommend not over analyzing this price action too much, just because we are like, it's 12:30 Eastern time. So a lot of people are eating lunch right now. And the market is clearly just a lot slower. Like if we zoom out, you can look at the candle size now versus earlier today, right? Slowing down a lot. I'd definitely be careful, but Don't overanalyze. But it does look like it's getting a little bit of a move down, so could be making a little break. It's those makers, man. They seen you make money, so they had to mess up your gaming. That's what I'm saying. They just can't. They can't leave me alone. It's either the gaming or my trades. I had another one earlier this week that you missed, but like I got stopped out to the tick, and then it went down to my profit target. Very typical. That's the Venezuela war guy. He's new this week, but apparently there's going to be a war, and we have to sell all our stocks. I'm not going to personally, but like apparently that's the thing that's going to be happening. In case you were wondering. I'd buy everything because once Trump gives people that 2K, everything's going to go up. Especially crypto. That's actually facts. I didn't think about that. Well, I actually am excited for that 2K check though, if that's going to be coming in. But honestly, that's probably what I would do with it too, is like invest into Bitcoin or something. But yeah, it's probably good to invest now before people get the 2K. But yeah, definitely, it's probably what a lot of people are going to be doing. A little investing. I'll probably just buy more propfirm accounts personally. But no, I probably should get like some Bitcoin or something else just for like a more stable long-term investment. I do have like a, I forget what it's called, but I do have something that I invest into every month, and they kind of take care of things, and they invest in the different like index funds and things, and so I've got that in the background. That's more like for my retirement. But I do want to kind of dollar cost average a little bit more into Bitcoin. Last time stimulus checks went out, crypto popped up. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, they're gonna be buying some funded accounts, hopefully with funding ticks and code bang. But if not, that's okay. Obviously, not everyone in the world knows about that yet. Only like 500 people on TikTok and 80 people on YouTube. So not a lot of people got the word yet, but hopefully they'll get the word to go to Funding Ticks and buy an account with my code with their $2,000 stimulus check. I'm just joking, but also it does support the channel and I appreciate it. I can't remember. I think I was like in Brazil last time that the stimulus checks came out, like during COVID. Or like maybe I wasn't. I can't remember. Because I was in Brazil like in 2019 and a little bit of 2020. I came home because of COVID. I can't remember if the stimulus checks like when exactly they came out, but I can't remember if I actually got one or not. But I was 18, so I imagine I did. Might be January, February. Dang it. That's a long time away. But also that gives me more time to let more people know about Code Bang, so can't complain too much. Nah, it would be nice to be a little bit sooner before the holidays, but it also makes sense that it might be a little bit. K-Dub's appeared. I know he's back. Oh, appreciate it. I thought you were making a joke because he just has been gone for a little while, but yeah, yeah, that's funny. But then you'll have over 5K followers. Dude, that'd be kind of sick. It like seems almost like crazy or unrealistic. But also, I mean, you've obviously been here since like the beginning. I think I only had like 40 or 50 followers when you first joined the stream. You get a percentage of profit when people use your code, right? Yeah, I get like 10%, just like a 10% commission. So not a lot, but it's a little something. Exactly, it's not unrealistic if other people have it. Exactly. But no, the fact, yeah, I've gone from like 50 to like 500 followers, or like even less than 50 to 500 in like 3 months, 4 months. In the next 3 months, with the extra momentum, I might be able to get up to, yeah, like 2,000, maybe even 5,000. That's a good goal. That's going to be my goal. February, I'm going to have 5K, maybe. I actually have a video to go viral. I've yet to get a video with like over 1,000 views on TikTok. I might just need to upload more or like make better videos. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the streams have been doing pretty well. Now, that's what I was going to say as well. The speed I went from 300 to 500 is like half the time. Because I remember like I got to 100. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm at 100. And I changed my follower goal from like 100 to 200. And then I got 200 like in half the time. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I changed it to like 300. And I got that like really quick. And I was like, okay, I'll change my goal from 300 to 500. I skipped 400 as my goal, just like on the stream anyway. It's like the little, this thing that I can move around. Back up there. Anyways, but yeah, we went from like 300 to 500, like almost the same time as like 2 to 300 or like 100 to 200. Or even like half the time, like you said, like crazy. Exponential growth, baby. The more people that follow and interact, the more it goes into other people's algorithms. Yes, sir. And even if they watch your videos for a few seconds, it still benefits you more if they don't swipe right away. Yeah, yeah. That'll definitely help. Because obviously, like, it'd be like cool if like, oh, I got like 10,000 views or 100,000 views on a video at 500 followers. But also, yeah, the chances of it like being in that many people's algorithms and like spreading like that are a lot more rare with a brand new account. But like as I gain followers, people will start viewing more, even for a couple seconds, and then just again exponential growth. Might play with 1 mini and see what it does the rest of the day. Fun control just moved all the way up on ES. Hey, good luck if you do, but I definitely would say it's a smart thing to be done trading today. Go enjoy your weekend. Go have some fun. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to do here in a bit. I probably should have ended this stream a while ago, but this has been good chat. I'm glad Kato just made it Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the lag issue with Fortnite on a chat while I talk to you guys. So we got a couple options. Might have to. It's good to be back in here. Sorry, I don't know what that was. I'm just dying. I don't smoke. I pro Yeah, it seems like I do based off that cough. Anyways, yes, good to have you back. I just want to make trading work. I need to back this new strategy and lock in, bruh. Dude, that's me. Like I do have stuff that's working right now, so I just gotta keep it up and be consistent and not like make mistakes. But yeah, it's been a little slower as far as like payouts go. But this account doing all right. Not too far away from getting funded. But we keep having like little issues like that one I had on stream with the take profit. I think you were here for that. The take profit trader account that I had. We had that like nice retest off the high. I literally like it didn't let me get out of the order. It went right past my profit target. I was up like 800 bucks. But then it like lagged, and by the time it like finally closed, I was down like 900. I was like, "What?" So like that and like some other things like that happen, and it definitely a little discouraging, slows down the process a little bit. But at least I know like overall like I'm still profitable. Obviously my stats on funding ticks, I still have like a 70% win rate or like 80. So I just gotta lock in as well. And I smoked my TP. I would have been up like a band. It said that I was visually. I kept clicking like close the order, close it, flatten, flatten. And then like yeah, it was crazy. I was definitely stepping in a little bit. Gonna not super high time frame, but like medium time frame bull flag, like a 3 minute or something like that. Or a 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minute looks like a good bull flag. But yeah, that was pretty tragic. Ended up blowing up that account obviously because I lost like $1,000 in one day and just didn't have a lot of buffer like drawdown left. And then yeah, I've just been trying to build up these funding ticks accounts. It's been a little slow this last couple weeks. So like honestly, like you not being able to trade much this week, probably not a bad thing. I mean, obviously your strategy is different than mine, but this week has not exactly been like I think it's like a break even week for me. But today was good. Today was good. Up 518. Happy with that. I'm so mad I didn't get filled. Oh, that's the worst. Not getting filled is literally the worst because it usually means that you had the right trade, but you still didn't make money. Oh yeah, like Veterans Day on Tuesday. The market was still open, but yeah, it definitely wasn't like the best day for trading. Would have been up like 700 points. Jeez. I'm assuming $700, but 700 points would be crazy. Also, oh, actually, we are up 650 points from like the market open today, or like the lows of today. So if you time the bottom perfectly, you'd be up like 650 points. But I'm still assuming that you meant dollars because 700 is a lot. Even if you time the bottom, that wouldn't be 700. But if it was 700, that's crazy. no man points, but like relative because I'm not looking at the charts. I had a limit at 24,602. Oh shoot. Okay. So we were a bit away, but yeah, if it went down to 24,602 and you did in fact hold all the way till now, you would be rolling in cash. You would be up almost about 700, almost 700. That's crazy. That's like what? $14,000 with one mini. Hopefully see y'all Monday or Tuesday. Yes, sir. I'll be here Monday, I think, unless there's like some sort of holiday, but I don't think so. But I always forget to check. I always tell people, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be back Monday. But like sometimes it's like, you know, something going on or whatever. But yeah, I'll be here Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody. Would be up like 90K right now with whatever it is. That's crazy. Yeah, that's rough. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go. It's about that time for me. Go eat some lunch, work on some other stuff. Hopefully fix this stream issues I've been having. Having is not a word. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you're new, subscribe, give me a follow, support the channel, appreciate it. Yeah, check out Funny Ticks. If you want a propfirm account, use my code, get a nice discount. But with that being said, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys all Monday, hopefully, for another good day of trading. Peace out.